Hey, hello, welcome back to Mike's Place. This is episode 2. Right now I'm standing in the banana circle. In this video, we're going to discuss how we do a banana circle and why, as well as showing some progress that the wife and I made this morning. We completed another 30 feet down line, and then I'm back here after lunch and got plenty more to go, but we're making progress. So when designing a banana circle, you want to make sure that you know what your medium is that you're using. So right here we have kind of a sandy clay loam, and so I did more of a conical design so that way it would be less likely to slough off, especially for such a small hole. On our other one, we made it a little bit larger or wider, and we have a spiral orientation going down. I don't even know if that's going to do anything to help later on, but it looked cool while I was doing it, so I figured I'd continue. And so here you have an entrance and exit for water, and then the water comes from that direction over there. It'll come in, it'll hit that first one there, and there'll be a little connection there from the one that I haven't dug yet. It'll come over here, drop down, come in, and then it'll be able to cross either way there, drop into this one, and then after that one overfills, it'll come this way. The water will come up to approximately the edges of the berm, and so with plant roots and everything in there, it'll be able to pull all that water and nutrients from the center inside each banana circle. So we're going to have things such as mulch. We do have some palm rounds that we're going to be thrown in there, so those will work like a sponge, and they also have a lot of silica in them, which is a important micronutrient for the plants. And also, other things that are good for in the middle of the banana circle, if you have any extra ash from after doing a barbecue, you just toss it in there. Also, any kitchen scraps, you could toss them in there as well. If you ever need a pee, I wouldn't do it on Mike's place, but over at my house in my banana circle, there's nothing growing there, so I just urinate in it, and it's a natural fertilizer with ammonia and nitrogen and everything else like that. And over here, with a little bit of help, my wife was out here. We got the same amount that I did in 4 hours in about an hour and a half. So having a little bit of extra morale, we're using the same equipment. There's, also using shovels. You'd expect it to go a little bit longer, but she's a tough cookie, and having a little bit of an additional morale boost always helps out. And so, as you can see right here, as we did on the first episode, we have our edges kind of dug out so that way we can mound right here, right in there. And then we have our mulch. It's going to be in an M shape going over, so our seeds will be dead center. But that'll help it. Later on, I'll show some video of the what's in the mulch right now. He irrigated last Tuesday, and it's holding moisture like a beast. If you look around here, all this other soil on top is very dry. It's pretty normal. It's pretty nice and moist just underneath the surface. The type of soil keeps it locked in pretty well. But if we look under here, and we got moisture in there, nice moist dirt. As you can see, it's still nice and brown. Compare that to what's sitting on top, cracking and everything else like that. So this will be a lot nicer for our tender seedlings that require more water, and then also for our mature trees. They'll love that too. But there's lots of pine, so the soil is going to be initially acidified a little bit, but I don't mind. That's what most annuals enjoy, is a little bit more acidic soil, as well as all the tropicals that we're trying to grow. They do like a little bit more acidic, except for maybe moringa and other things, but the plants will put out exudates to control that. A lot of people think that you have to put on a bunch of fertilizers and everything like that on your plants. There's a gentleman, David Lofthouse. He does landrace gardening, and he has tomatoes that are nitrogen fixing. So, and that's just through natural selection. plants that do well, keep them, and that's what we're going to be doing here. We want to have minimal input. For one, that's saving money, and also it's saving the soil. It's not going to be overworked. There's multiple schools of thought, but the less money that we could put in, and if we select the best tasting, best surviving plants out here, and we don't have to do much other than put down the mulch and occasionally control the succession of the trees and the strata, then hey, that's all I'm here for. So yeah, I'm a little bit lazy in that way, but I'll show one more video of everything after it's already done, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. Here we are at the end of the day. We got our banana circles, got our palm rounds. In the center of each has a store of water. Anything else that they want to throw in here, such as food scraps, ash, etc., manure, as long as it's not been grazed on herbicides and everything else like that are in the hay that they often feed. But here we have our mulch all stepped on and tamped down so we can have maximum contact, not allowing critters to be in there. Of course, you're going to get some, but we got some variation in size as well as species. So we got pine, palo verde, oak, some bottle tree, as well as some others, maybe a little bit of palm in there as well. We got our logs on the exterior side. Last time, episode 1, we were talking about putting logs on the inside corner. However, I'm going to be using that as growing space, and I want to potentially grow annuals within the tree lines the first year. So we're just going to keep stacking going this way, and eventually we'll have more mulch on the outside of those logs, so that way they'll stay completely submerged and don't dry out. But yep, there's a lot of work for today. Almost out of daylight. All right. If you are enjoying this is the second of many episodes. Like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Is that what they say? I don't know.